Hello and welcome. My name is Winter, also known as Winter Heals. I am a shamaness, a tantrika, a plant medicine mama, and a quantum life designer, sharing my tips on how to create the life you truly desire through the lens of human design, gene keys, law of assumption, law of attraction, channeling, and a multitude of other tools. So I've been creating a video a day. Today's video is coming a little bit like late night special. It's a portal day. Happy 111, happy 111. And today I started off helping my fiance on a job this morning, and then we got to enjoy some local hot springs, which was amazing. And we were just relaxing, and I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about for today's video. And I want to talk a little bit about the process through how I manifested my fiance. So I was talking to him earlier about how when I was dating and had like a process for dating and how it never really worked out. It was always like 70% like on it and then like 30% red flags. So it was definitely a mixed bag, like all the time. And with him, he's like everything that I had ever wanted and like no red flags, which is amazing. So, one of the big things that helped me in this process was over the years, I realized that I used to make like this big old list of qualities, non negotiables, all those things that it would be like this long. And I would go into the dating world with that, right? And the guys that I would meet like the majority of the things on those lists. But then the things that became the red flags were so like toxic and wounded and like just not a good match for me as a healer and as a seer, in the way that I would meet them and then they would begin to project upon me unrealistic expectations, the expectation also of seeing me as like a kind of savior or like a healer for them personally, as opposed to seeing me as their partner and seeking the help and support that they need, like from another party, like a therapist or something like that. So for the longest time, I'm like, well, maybe if I tweak my list like this, it'll work. Not so much. It was actually when I discovered Tantra. I took some Tantra weekend workshops when I was living in Colorado. That began my exploration into Tantra because I realized that I knew a whole lot about the divine feminine, what healthy feminine looked like and what shadow feminine looked like, but I did not know what healthy masculine looked like. Just because in my own life, I did have a father. He's no longer on this planet in living form. Um, But as a father, like he was a great dad. He showed up as best as he could, but he was very much passive. Like my mom was very much the more dominant parent. And so that kind of leads to a shift in the polarity. So my dad was definitely on the yin side and my mom was definitely on the yang side. So very strong feminine energy, um, almost like to like the point of like controlling kind of thing. And my dad much more yin masculine energy and like passive and like in the background. So if I felt like my mom was being like overbearing or I wasn't feeling heard by my mom, I would go to my dad and he would hold space and I would feel very heard by him and all of that. So I want to learn what a strong masculine energy looked like. So I went to explore this in Tantra and I learned so much that by the time that I was done with these workshops, I decided to immerse myself even further and get initiated into Tantra. And what I took away from all of this working in the tantric field was understanding the kind of masculine energy I personally was looking for. And that was someone who's very strong in their masculine frame. And the other thing that I was looking for was to be seen truly for who I am and loved unconditionally for it. And the intention that I set after I took a break from dating for about a year, which I'm not saying is necessary, I just needed to really take some time for myself, get really clear on what I wanted, and get really clear on aligning my energy with like the kind of partner who I wanted to be with. And by the time it came around where I was ready to date again, I knew exactly the kind of energy I was looking for and the kind of person I was looking for. And I knew exactly what I was looking for in terms of how that person was going to receive and perceive me and how they were going to um, handle my energy, which for me, which meant staying in my feminine so that I could honor the masculine in his frame. And so what that helped me to do was I went on a couple of dates, and it helped me to see which of the people in those dates were in the energy that I was looking for. And I could tell right away if they were in that masculine frame that I was looking for in a partner, or if they were not. And if they were not, I would, just appreciate them and thank them and wish them the best, and kept it moving. And what that in turn did was inform the universe, like, I'm not looking for this anymore. I'm looking for this now, reinforcing my manifestation. So by the time that it came in the form of my fiance, I was able to easily see, yes, he's comfortable in his masculine frame. Yes, he loves to provide. Yes, he's an amazing human being who sees me completely for who I am and loves me unconditionally. Yes, he has incredible values and integrity and accountability. Um, yes, he's family minded. Yes, he's incredibly grounded in who he is. He's practical. And he also has a spiritual side. And just, I could go on, but you get the point. So if you're looking for your person, whoever they are, and you have that big long list, maybe put the list aside and start to feel more into your heart and what it is you truly need for your heart to feel loved and to feel safe, and make that the priority in terms of what you're looking for, and know that the rest will be taken care of in the package that gets delivered to you. Um, because the universe already has your list. But what it really needs to key in on is what's really most important to you, like at the heart and soul level. So if you're here, I'm so glad you're here. If you found this to be helpful, please give a like. If you're enjoying the content that I've been posting every day, please give a follow and subscribe. And I will be seeing you again soon. Blessings.